Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Coffee. Oh my God. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Good coffee. One of life's biggest treasures. I am drinking one of the most delightful, beautiful, delicious coffees you could ever imagine. This, by the way, is a coffee that I just want to give this a shout out because this is one of the best coffees that I've ever had. Of course, it's Mexican coffee from Oaxaca, and just look at the little bag that it comes in. It's so cool. Anyway, this is cafe from Cafebre, which is this specialty coffee shop in Oaxaca, and I had it shipped all the way over from Oaxaca to Mexico City. But anyway, hello, hello. I don't think you can see me properly because there's a lot of glare coming from these glasses. Anyway, I am just one reader. I am your favorite Mexican booktuber, of course, who reads in English and drinks coffee like a madman. I am mad about coffee. I just love, 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 love coffee. I'm nuts for coffee. Good coffee, specialty coffee. This, by the way, was a French press kind of coffee. So, I am passionate about coffee and I am passionate about fantasy, the fantasy genre of literature and of booktube. I just love fantasy, the fantasy side of booktube. And so, therefore, when people started recommending that I read one Legends and Lattes book by Travis Baldree, I figured, well, the word latte is in the title. Although I have to make a confession, I don't like lattes. I just drink regular black, real specialty coffee. I don't have milk or anything white ever, or anything creamy, anything, dairy, milky, creamy. I can't deal with any of those things, so I just take my coffee as it should be, which is just, the original pure black coffee. So even though I don't like lattes, and I think they kind of look and sound disgusting to me, the book Legends and Lattes did not. People were saying you really have to read this. This is like the second coming of Christ or something, or the rebirth of Stephen Sondheim, which is more important than the second coming of Christ, if you ask me personally. So anyway, it sounded like something that would just blow my mind, and how could it not? It's about cozy fantasy, yay! And I love cozy things in general. I might not look like it right now because I've drunk all this coffee, many, many cups prior to this one. I may not look like it, but I am a very chill, calm person that really enjoys cozy stuff. I love Robin Hobb, who is a very cozy kind of writer. I really like cozy mysteries. I like cozy movies sometimes. My favorite TV show of all time, I think, would have to be Gilmore Girls, which is as cozy as it gets. Just give me anything cozy and I will surely find something in it to enjoy. So, you have to read Legends and Lattes one. It's cozy, it's fantasy. It's a standalone fantasy, which is like, what? Do they even make standalone fantasy novels anymore? I love that. I am so in the need for a good standalone fantasy novel. And it's about a coffee shop. It's about people. Well, not people. Fantasy creatures, mythological creatures coming together, forming a family, which is another trope that I love of the genre. Of any genre. Found family. It's a theme or a trope that I just have always enjoyed. It's partly why I am completely obsessed with Harry Potter still to this day. By the way, I am drinking from my Harry Potter mug. I don't think you can see. Well, there it is. It's a scene from Christmas at Hogwarts, which, by the way, another cozy scene. Harry Potter is actually cozy fantasy. I mean, I don't think people classify it as cozy fantasy, but it's the coziest of fantasies, I think. Actually, I wish Legends and Lattes were more like Harry Potter in pretty much every regard. But anyway, not to spoil my opinion. But anyway, so I was really thinking this is what I'm going to love. This is going to be one of my top 10 books of the year. And so, yeah, I even bought this copy, which is like the beautiful copy. You can get the really ugly, standard, like typical commonplace cover, which has, it's actually this one, which is kind of tacky in my opinion. I don't like the aesthetic or the look of that. I don't like it. So I actually spent a pretty buck getting this really fancy, beautiful artwork. This beautiful copy, which is the British like special edition of Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. By the way, Travis Baldree, what a cool name. And oh my god, your hair, like the hair in this man. And look, this is coming from someone who is not a stranger, no stranger to hair products and hair styling. I love that as well. So this is my very underwhelming opinion and experience of Legends and Lattes. Yes, I really don't want to make another video talking negatively or ranting, God forbid, about a beloved fantasy book because, I've had enough. I've had enough of people hating on me and not understanding my rants and my negative rants and reviews of several other books that I have criticized enormously, like Jade, what was it? Jade City by Fonda Lee, which I thought was incredibly mediocre, or Brandon Sanderson in general, especially The Way of Kings, which is just a pile of hot trash. And now recently, like a year ago or 2 years ago, I reviewed a book that was now picked up by Apple TV Plus, and they made a TV show adaptation. The Changeling by some author whose name I cannot quite remember right now, and I hated that book, and nobody watched that video until recently because of the adaptation. And now everyone is like literally, I am stressed out because I get like hate mail every day of the week. I get like serious comments on all of those videos, and I get it that I'm sort of really bad mouthing something that people love, and I gotta take it as it is, and if I can dish it out, I should be able to take it in. So I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, you'll shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Anyway, this is what good coffee will do to you. Make you manic. So I just felt like it was my duty, my obligation, my commitment to all of you, my supporters and my haters, all of you. I love you both. I love you equally. I wanted to just address the fact that I was, as you can tell by now, incredibly underwhelmed and let down by Legends and Lattes. I could go on and on and on and on and tell you all of the reasons behind my not liking, not enjoying this book, but I just won't even bother. I'm just going to say the writing mainly let me down. The writing felt very amateurish, which is, to be expected because this is kind of it was an amateurish project. It was a self-published book, if I remember correctly from what I read about the author and the genesis of the book. You can really see that. It always felt very choppy to me, like the structure of the chapters. Like each chapter sort of had a structure, but then the inside of the inside of each chapter just felt very like weird to me. I was never really compelled to continue reading, and I know it's a cozy fantasy, so it's more about just slowly enjoying the experience and just, chill and all of that. But no, 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 no. You won't get away that easily with that. This book had some serious, in my opinion, problems when it comes to the writing. I don't think I'm getting close enough to the microphone. Oh, seriously, this coffee just. I seriously, seriously now, I do think the book feels very amateurish. It feels like there's no real sense of authorial voice. At least that's how I felt. That's how it sounded to me. It sounded very plain. There's nothing wrong with that, but I was never really enjoying the voice because there was no voice that I could discern or that I could really no palpable authorial voice or style or flair, or as I always want to call it, music in the writing. There was no music in the writing. Now, the characters also let me down. Some of them are quirky and fun, but the rest just never really came together for me enough. The dialogue, I personally, this is a very personal thing, but personally, I think coziness is found or is achieved through dialogue. That is why my boy, Harry Potter, the boy who lived, feels so cozy. Those books are just filled to the brim with coziness and with magic because of the great dialogue that Joe Rowling always cracks up. And I just you feel the coziness and the warmth and the charm of the Harry Potter books in the dialogue, especially because that's where you really see the characters sort of crackle and come to life. And I don't want to compare my beloved Harry Potter, to Legends and Lattes, because I don't think that would be very fair a comparison to make, but here I am making it. So yeah, I just found the dialogue, the characters, the writing itself, the narrative voice of Travis Baldree, to be really lackluster. The story itself, well, I never really thought I would enjoy this book because of the story, because it's a book with really no plot except let's make this coffee shop together and let's cook some really beautiful and enticing and attractive recipes. Which, by the way, that's also something that kind of bothered me. I am a coffee person, and this is called Legends and Lattes. And the book focused quite more heavily, I thought, on baking and desserts. And I cannot really have desserts because the keto diet rules in this household. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my problem, I guess. Anyway, this book was not for me. I did not really find anything endearing. I was very bored, and I never thought this book would bore me, actually, but it did. It really, really did bore me. And I found it a chore to get through. It was not funny. It was not sweet. It was just kind of badly executed. Now, that being said, this book was not for me, but it could be for you. So give it a try. I mean, it's short, it's readable, it's accessible. Just go ahead and try it. I would not deter you from reading it because, enough people hate me on the internet as it is. So go ahead and try this out. It's not great. It's not horrible, but it's not a good book. I'm sorry, it's not a good book. It is not a good book by any stretch of the imagination, in my opinion. Anyway, this is just, another review that will get a lot of really, really negative comments. I can see that by now. And I really got this beautiful copy for nothing. Now, Travis Baldree, this gorgeous man is working on the next, I think it's Bookshops and Bone Dust or something like that. That's like the prequel, sequel, something to this book, and it's about bookshops. So I don't know. I sort of want to read it just to see if he actually improved and if he actually got better, because I do think that we have to give authors a chance and we have to see what happens. So yeah, this was not for me, but well, I gave it 2 stars. What do you think? I don't even want to ask what you guys think, because I think you're gonna be throwing rocks at the screen right now and just wishing I were dead, which, that's okay. I can take it. Thanks for watching my negative, cranky thoughts on Legends and Lattes, one of the most beloved books in the fantasy corner of BookTube. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video.